Well, first of all, just acknowledging that having an argument is not disastrous. First of all, it indicates a desire to address things or at least communicate in some way. We're not indifferent. The opposite of love is not anger, it's indifference.
So they're not checked out.
So they're not checked out. They're trying to desperately address something, okay? And often, they don't have the right technique or tools, but those are learned skills, okay? So just acknowledging that there's not something fatally flawed here, but perhaps their technique needs some work, or there are things to learn about how to communicate better.
And actually, it does mean that they trust each other enough to admit that they disagree, because, honestly, sometimes not rocking the boat doesn't. Now, for Ron and I, we were in that category when we married, partially because our parents fought and we wanted to avoid conflict, right? And we were very fortunate to learn skills very early on, okay? But the tendency was to avoid conflict, but it takes trust to admit that you disagree. So, it's a given that you're going to have different opinions. You are each unique and unrepeatable. No one is the same. That's a given, okay? But what you do with those different opinions, can be learned. And what we've learned is that this atmosphere of being in love is so precious to us and so powerful that we don't want to destroy that. So the challenge is, how do we come together on an issue while still safeguarding that precious atmosphere of being in love? And so we've learned to do that. We have a couple of different tools that we use. First of all, just getting the feelings out of the way, which we've already talked about, can be very helpful, and we tend to use a writing technique for that, which is quiet, But then to really understand, take for granted that there is some good in the other's way of doing things.